You've got something that's going on just a couple of miles from here in the big game, the Super Bowl, whatever we're allowed to call it. But the University of Minnesota has a lot to do with it as well. Give us a sense of the U's involvement, and before we talk about some specific events that are on campus.
Absolutely. I haven't come up with a great name yet, but this is Super U, perhaps.
Sure.
So the University of Minnesota is a host to almost, 40 different events, both private and public. Most notably, some of the larger public ones, the check-in here for all the security, all the volunteers as we get closer to the Super Bowl. A couple of giant events, including a free one that's happening on campus, happy to talk about. But mostly, we're just an incredible host for the National Football League and this Super Bowl that's happening about 2 miles away.
We'll talk about the Land O'Lakes Farm Bowl as well as the NFL honors that are going on here on campus a little bit later. But we were awarded the Super Bowl, I believe, about 3 years ago. So at what point from the banner getting dropped, so to speak, we know Minneapolis is a host city, does the university start to get involved? What kind of timeline are we looking at?
Good question. So 3 years ago, maybe take a year off where everyone was going, hey, we won, what the heck does this mean?
Yeah.
For the last 2 years, we've had people involved in the planning and logistics. There are events happening over on the St. Paul campus. There's equipment in St. Paul that needs to be moved this direction. And there's all these events, again, both private and public, that are happening on the Minneapolis campus. 2+ years of planning, lots of things happening. And I think for our students, faculty, and staff, the disruptions you're going to see are largely this week. And then, of course, Saturday, Sunday for the big weekend. But generally speaking, right after the game, things will start to wind down very, very quickly.